What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Uranus and your past life trauma. We will be covering the seventh, eighth, and ninth house today. So, some of you may not know, but Uranus does give you some insight into your past life, okay? Especially when it speaks about the trauma that you had to go through and that you had to endure. Okay, so we're going to start off with Uranus in Libra, or if you have Uranus in the seventh house. Also, if you have Uranus in aspect to Venus. Okay, so this is going to be an indication of traumatic separation or termination of relationships that were experienced as shattering due to codependency. Okay, because these people believe they needed these individuals once they died or left, there was a feeling of having been cut off from what was considered joy in life. Okay, so these people could have been into relationships where codependency played a major part. Okay, this could definitely be intimate relationships, but this could just be um, one-on-one dealings with people. Could be a friendship. Okay, however, these people could have um, been the ones that did pass away. Okay, however, it could have been the other way around. All right, so there has been excessive codependency in the past life and an over definition of self through others. Okay, feeling like they are being dependent on other people and people also being dependent on them. This is their traumatic events that did go on and take place, did affect them. So more weight has been given to how others see them versus how they see themselves. Trauma through having been disappointed and let down by others, or a feeling that their true potential was never acknowledged by people, is their trauma. Okay, being let down and disappointed time after time again is something that is absolutely devastating to people. Okay, I do know that people that do have Uranus in the seventh house, okay, people that also have Uranus in aspect to Venus, people that also have Uranus in Libra, okay, do struggle when it comes to commitments, okay, in relationships, intimate relationship, friendships, and all different types of business dealings. Okay, they find it hard to trust people, and this is because of their past life. They were very, very much dependent on other people. People were dependent on them, almost like a team effort. So if you are a team with somebody and something goes on and takes place, okay, you don't feel like a team. Now, if they were in a relationship with somebody and that person died and passed away, that could have been a major letdown because now it's going to shake their world up, rock their world up, change their world up. We know Uranus is about change. It's about things not being the same. Okay. Moving on into Uranus in Scorpio. Uranus in the eighth house, or Uranus being an aspect to Pluto. Okay, trauma through relationships experienced as conflicts. So their relationships could have been a lot of back and forth, could have been a lot of fussing and fighting. Okay, physical fights, verbal abuse. There is a sense of having been used or abused by other people because of an intense desire to be close to other people. They may have found themselves soulfully engaged with another person, only to feel a tremendous sense of betrayal once that person suddenly turned away from them or began acting selfishly or funny or fake or phony. See what I'm saying? But we are speaking about the past life, aren't we? And this is what they had to go through and endure. People pretending to be one way and they're a whole nother way. People going back and forth with them. People using them. People abusing them. Verbally abusing them. Physically abusing them. These people could have been betrayed by a friend, lover, family member, or anyone they believe to be a trusted confidant. The overall experience has been one, one psychological power dynamic prevalent over love and friendship. There could possibly be memories of destruction, the torturing, and killing of someone close to them. Okay, perhaps there were the victims. These people could have been the victims themselves and were ultimately destroyed by someone they once trusted. So these people could have watched somebody go through these traumatic things, being tortured, or somebody that they were close to being killed, but they could have been the one that has been killed by somebody that they trusted, been betrayed by somebody they trusted. Somebody they trusted could have tortured them, did something to them. Okay, and this creeps up in their world in this life too. Okay, that fear. You will be surprised. Okay, Uranus in the eighth house people, Uranus being an aspect of Pluto, Uranus and Scorpio people, they find it hard to just trust you easily. Okay, they can feel like their friends may even become their enemies at some point in time in life, and they need to keep a goddamn eye on your ass. So Uranus and Sagittarius, or Uranus in the ninth house, or Uranus being an aspect to Jupiter. So the individual's beliefs, visions of reality, or views of the world religiously or culturally has been the sense and the source of trauma. They may have been fundamentalists or died in a religious war. Okay, so their views were different. Okay, these are the people that could have been like fight for your rights. Okay, dying for a cause. Okay, or die because of a cause. Okay, like I said, religious war, but it could have also been a spiritual war. They could have been going through spiritual warfare. So there's a tremendous fire and purpose and tendency for the person to want to do it all. Okay, this is what they will be thinking in this lifetime, but that's what they was thinking in the past life too. In the past lifetime, they wanted to do it all. Okay, but their shit was more focused towards spiritual or religious. Okay, but at some point they may have become they could have been overly driven. Okay, they could have been overly driven kind of people. Ultimately, it's the way the individual has seen themselves fitting into all of life that has caused them trauma. Okay, these people did not feel like that they fit into society. Okay, the way that it was set up, this world in general is different, right? It's crazy, it's chaotic. You have good times, happy times, sad times, traumatic times, difficult times, rough times. Okay, for these people to fit in, it could have been extremely difficult. So they could have, because of that, looked up to the higher being, to the higher power, to the higher source, okay, for answers, and for the universe to guide their path, for God to guide their way, and things like that. Okay, so dying for what they believed in is something that was traumatic because it was something that they held near and dear to them. Okay, and then they was killed for it. All right, so I'm gonna leave this on this note for now. In future videos to come, I will go more into depth into Uranus and your past life trauma when it comes to the 7th, 8th, and 9th house. If anybody wants to get their chart analyzed, please hit me up. Anybody want to donate to the channel, please feel free. I do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell every single time. Please be sure to share the videos if you can with your friends or whoever you want, just so that they can be hip to the shit. My phone number is 516-738-6042. I do have the opposite polarity sale going on. Okay, if you're Aquarius, you're saving $100. If you're a Leo, you're saving $50. Everybody else is the regular price. So this is the Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all, and I will see you on the next one.